Welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. If you're new here, welcome. Pull up a chair, chop up your coffee, refresh your tea. And if you're so inclined, roll one up and smoke them if you got them. You're here because our energies have synchronized. This means that there is definitely a message here that you need to see. So, how about you puff that? How about you pass that puff? Hit that like button and settle in to decipher what the cards have to say. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. I hope that it's Friday. It's a Friday today, so I hope that everybody has a great weekend. I know some people work weekends, but okay. So that card did. The Fool is up. Fool is now front and center. Alrighty. My readings are timeless and they are for entertainment purposes only. This is my only channel. I don't reach out to anybody. I do ask, though, that my viewers leave a comment and let me know from where they're watching and whether or not the message resonates. Again, if the message doesn't resonate, please leave it behind for someone else to pick up. Okay, this one doesn't want to leave my hand. Wow. We went from the beginning to the end. Okay. Anything else that the universe wants to tell us? Anything else that God wants to tell us? I did do a 30-minute meditation this morning, and I did a random Bible verse and Queen of Wands. I did a random Bible verse, and it just so happened that that Bible verse was Revelations 22, the very last chapter. It was King of Wands. It was, so I read it to myself out loud. Queen of Swords. And I found it actually quite moving. Oh, two more come down, okay. So then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Okay, and for this row, the energy is Two of Swords. So let's sit down and see if we can't see what we're being told so far. Alrighty. So we have the Fool. That is that could. I think that something is coming that is going to put you in a position to finish a cycle. We're going to get some clarity on this because this is a wide gap. I feel like this might even be a short-term cycle. And it's just a matter of how you're going to go about doing it. I am feeling that you've got a few smart, ambitious, and well-positioned people in your life. The This is a couple. This is two people in your life. They could be parents, maybe even a brother and a sister. But there's also, I feel like there's this third entity here. You are the fool. Like you're starting this as the fool. I feel like this energy here is more of the okay, let's take it down a notch. Let's let's really think about what we're doing here. What is the plan? Very wants to make sure that things are done right the first time. That type of energy. So you've got three energies here. These two I feel are, like I said, family members, possibly parents or brother and older brother and sister. This I feel like could be a grandmother, or maybe an aunt. So you've got quite a bit of energy going on up here. I don't see any water. A lot of fire, a little bit of air. But there's a new, there's, you're going, I'm not sure if this is your idea or if this is something that's coming to you or if it's a collaborative idea. Um, no, no. This feels to me like I gotta stand up. I gotta take my little jacket off here that I got. This there's going to be a period of jubilation, maybe even what do you call that? Call that exaggerated. It even feels like it may be a little bit exaggerated. I think that's where this. I think this is a smother mom. In my meditation, I did see pregnancy. I did see children, infants, babies, um, being loved. Being coddled, and it felt very calm, very happy, very joyful. There's I also see not so nice things, but we won't go there. Not just not so nice things. Um, what else can I say here before we start throwing down? So there is something being. Or I feel like you should be taking this opportunity, although we're not quite sure what it is yet, are we? So the Fool is new adventures, clean slate, even, but it can also mean major choices, and then this is also choices, decisions, and this is choices. So you have to decide what you're going to do, and then you've got to feel like you've got to solidify the plan. Okay, we're gonna get some clarity on these with this deck, the Luna Soul. The Luna Soul. Yeah, there is a lot of fire energy here. So there's a lot of doing, and it feels like not a lot of thinking, not a lot of maybe putting out fires. Okay, this one didn't want to go. Nine of Wands, or yeah, Nine of Wands. So there's maybe a feeling that okay, so you've been through a lot already in your past experiences. You've been through a lot. There's been a lot of learned lessons. Learned lessons. Tell us more about the world. Tell us more about the world. Oh, that's a tower? Oh boy. There's going to, like I said, there's going to be a moment of clarity. There's going to be a moment of clarity, not only on how to move forward, but also what you need to let go of. How can yeah, it was good to know you. So this is, I feel like this is not necessarily a surprising collapse. See, it's just the top. I think this is more of a realization that old habits have to be kicked to the curb, and those old habits don't necessarily have to be gambling or smoking or eating potato chips all the time. It could also be the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and that you have to remove them. I'm also getting here that it's not just the ones that you would like to throw a brick at, but some of the people that claim to be high and mighty, righteous. Um, some of those people, I'm getting the feeling that they're all words and no substance. Okay, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, Nine of Cups. Okay, so that is, I feel like this must be your mother or a mother figure, maybe even a grandma. But it's somebody that has given you tools that love, support, kind words, even tough love. I feel even tough love to bring you to this point. And this point, I feel like you are searching for where it is you need to be. Okay, so these ones here, they just like came flying out. So under the King of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords under the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Discs under the Ace of Pentacles. So in this deck, discs are pentacles. Okay. Um, okay, let's just get one more card here. Oh, look at, there's two more upside down in here. What the heck? Yeah, that's it. Okay. So this energy is Three of Cups, which is friendship, celebration, um, a time of joy. I haven't used these cards in a while. They're a bit of a read. You have your, oh, look at that. The front cover is the same as the bottom. Okay, so Three of Cups is there. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so this card would have been the next card that flipped over. So that's the Six of Cups. But then there's also this card that is unique to this deck. And it says down here, Wu Wei. I think that's how you pronounce it, Wu Wei. And the explanation in the accompanying book indicated that this is destiny, infinity, forever kind of um, happiness, joy, home. Okay, so we have here, like I said, this is more of a letting go of what doesn't serve you. Okay, and then there's this Queen of Wands with the Nine of Cups. There's definitely a love. Oh, what do you call that? A family connection, a deep family connection, and they're there to help you. They're going to assist you through this. I also feel like this King of Wands, he is he's a softie. Um, if you're a daughter, your daddy's girl, and he's going to give you everything you want. This is what I'm getting from him here. Okay. This is definitely a grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle type energy again. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. I feel like they have all of their intention, all of their energy is to help and support you be prosperous. Okay, so I'm getting the message. Be grateful. Don't don't shove them to the side. Okay, so they must be grandparents. They must be grandparents. Your idea here, or this being presented to you, is there's going to be a level of independence brought forward for you. This must be a really good idea. I'm getting a very I'm feeling very jubilant. I almost feel as though this is let me get some more cards here before I say what I think it is here. Because it almost feels like somebody is. I saw that the child, the infant baby with mom and all that in my meditation. I'm not sure if there's a pregnancy per se. I feel like there could be an adoption, and that's I'm going to say it. I feel like there's going to be somebody has applied to adopt a child, and unfortunately, adopting children costs money, which is to me sick as I get why, in a way, but to make sure that the family has the means, I guess. But I'm getting this as an adoption, and it's hard work, and people don't agree with you, and there's a Four of Swords here. So I feel like you are prepared to take on the challenge. You're prepared to be a parent. You're prepared to, you want to be a parent. I'm getting you want to be a parent. You've got lots of help. Okay, so then we've got the Three of Swords and the Justice card. So the Three of Swords under the World and the Tower. There's, I think there's going to be, if the process hasn't started already, there's going to be, you're going to do your main interview or whatever. If this is about adoption, you're going to do your main interview, and then, they're going to find, it's not like, okay, here's a kid, right? They want to make sure that they're matching you up with the best possible child to have the best possible outcome, right? Which is a great kid that's productive and feels loved and blah, blah, blah. But I think that maybe your lifestyle, and I don't mean that to be derogatory, and maybe you work night shift, and maybe, you know what I mean, maybe there's not a true family life, as like mom and dad are home in the evenings to sit down and have supper, talk about school, because dad's at work. So that there could be, I feel like that could be this tower moment could be somebody quitting their job for this opportunity. And that's the, this Three of Swords is the rejection of, because something just isn't falling into place. I'm going to say it could easily be rectified, but really, quitting your job is a hard decision. Okay? It's a decision that you really don't want to make, but you're going to have to decide what you're going to do. Okay? The Star is currently at the bottom of this deck. So that's hope, that's patience, charity, even. Anyway, so then there's this Justice card here under the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. This is saying that there's going to be a resolution. There's going to be a resolution. So I'm not sure. Take that as it resonates. If you decide to do something that would normally people would think you were crazy for doing, but you're going to do it anyway. And like I said, Five of Wands. So there's going to be some kind of a conflict. So the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups. So like I said, he's all soft and shitty inside. He's all tough as nails, but soft and shitty inside. This is the Knight of Cups. That's him, all soft and shitty. There's going to be I feel as though you are going to, there's going to be questions asked from this King of Wands. And I'm being told that you need to be mindful that these questions are only being asked, not because of lack of trust, but because they want to make sure that you have done your due diligence on the pros and the cons and what's, the whole idea of parenthood. I am definitely feeling now see, I don't see a page yet, which is kind of weird, but this is definitely a joyful christening type feel. All right, so the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. The moon. Again, like I said, they're asking you the questions that's going to make you look inside yourself to be sure that this is the decision you want to make. So they're almost behaving like a counselor. I feel like grandma and grandpa here, they are, whatever you decide, they're on board. But I'm getting a feeling of, let's be great grandparents. I'm getting that, yeah. Okay, so we're going to need two more cards here. And so then we have the King of Cups. Hoping everybody can see the whole table here. Okay, that one didn't want me. Oh, and the Devil. And at the bottom, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Just a recap here. So I just want to take a drink of my coffee before I start yakking here some more. So like I said, there's going to be rejections, but it's going to get rectified. And Papa, Dad, is he's doing his due diligence to make sure that you are making the right choice for yourself. You're not just jumping in. Grandma and Grandpa, well, Grandma and Grandpa, they are over the moon, if you will. They'll support whatever decision you make, but they're over the moon should you decide to grant them with a great grandchild. That's what I'm getting here. This is a great grandchild, or this is a child. Okay, so I think you are a male. I think you're a man, and I think that, yes, I feel like the person this message is for is physically a man. There's I'm getting the feeling that this is a baby shower, or like one of those gender reveals. But there's definitely an adoption here. There's an adoption. Adoption. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the message now. There, somebody, it feels like somebody is in the process of adopting a child. They've gone through the interview, they've gone through all the paperwork, they've done all that crap. The adoption people, whoever they are, they come to your house, they check it out, make sure you are who you say you are, all that kind of good stuff. All that stuff has happened, and now the your your partner your partner is pregnant. That's what I'm getting here. So you're in. Okay, so I'm being told that she was told. Okay, we need to get some more clarity on here. So I have this new deck that I've had on my table here for a couple days. The Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. I'm gonna pull on these ones, although this isn't a romantic thing. It still has to do with love and family. So I'm just gonna get a couple of cards here, but it feels like there's an adoption in process. I feel also that the child, the said child, is also been visiting the home for like little test visits. And now the person that would be called the mom is pregnant. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Oh dear. Okay, so there's too many cards here. Like that's like 12 cards, so I'm not doing that. Okay, so what can these cards what can these cards offer in clarity for this? So wow. Yes, yes, I see this is coming now. Okay. I wonder how often something like that actually happens. Okay, this card doesn't want to leave. Coffee cup. So meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So that's what this channel is all about. I mean, we don't get to see each other. We don't get to, physically touch hands or anything like that. But my channel, I hope, develops into a channel where someone can come and just feel at ease or have a laugh. But some of my readings, they do have a bit of a they do take on a funny type of energy, almost like a Loki energy. And I used to have a dog named Loki. Um, okay, what else can these cards offer in clarity? For the viewer here, this is all about the viewer here, please, Spirit, not about me, not about the channel. Okay, this one, the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the nest phase, healing the inner child growth. Okay, so yes. Just bring this card up closer to the camera here. It says relationship evolving into the nest phase, healing the inner child and growth. That's what this card is. So, um, you now have a commitment to 2 children. I mean, you've already started visiting this child. You've already started, or this child has already started visiting you, whichever way it goes. Bond has been starting to set up, and I'm sure mom is has already started the nurturing, the loving aspect. So this was a card. I guess the way I asked the question, it was for me. Sit down and have a coffee. Um, so this big decision that I'm getting here is that you have to decide whether or not you're going to now that you're pregnant as a couple, you're going to have to decide whether or not you want to bring this um, you want to continue on with the adoption process of this one particular child. That's what I'm getting here. That's the decision that's got to be made. But you are in the nest phase of your relationship. This devil energy here, this is This is telling me that there's going to be moments of doubt. There's going to be moments of insecurity. There's going to be moments of even resentment. Now, I'm not saying that this is between you and your partner. This could be between the adopted child and the natural or the biological child. Okay. So I feel like that's going their upbringing is going to have to be not delicately, but truthfully, honestly. Okay. Let's see if we can get one more card here off of this. I like these cards. They're quite cute. Okay. Date. So meeting someone new. Dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. And then not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. Um, because this is like, what do you call that? Romantic kind of cards. I think this meeting someone new, I think that goes with the butterfly, the new child, the new pregnancy. And again, like I said, there is this devil is there's going to one of the I feel like the adopted child is going to feel like they are not enough. Okay, and they're going to lack their self-confidence, and they're going to be jealous of the biological child. So like I said, there's got to be a if you are going to go ahead with the adoption, that you have to make sure that both children are treated as though they were both that they were blood brothers or blood brother and sister or blood sisters or whatever. Okay. Um, yeah. So there's that's that for that. Okay. So we still don't know. We still don't know. Anything else you want to enlighten us on? Seven of Cups. You have now. I've never noticed this before. This particular cup has like a little ghost in there, and it's got red around it. It's got its hands held out. Um, yeah. So there's definitely, like I said, definitely a major choice going on there, and you are going to have to really, 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 really dig down deep inside. Now, just because you invested all this time with this child and you've grown an attachment, if you don't think that you can love that child the same way you will love your biological child, then adopting that child is not fair. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. Because that child, there may be something better out there for that child, that where they will feel the 100% love, just like your biological child will feel. Okay. Three of Cups again. Okay. So we've got Three of Cups here. And it's great celebration. So I think you make the correct choice, whatever choice that is for you. I think it is the choice that is going to best suit that child And then we have the Empress at the bottom. Very, very nice. Very nice. You are the Empress energy. Now you might be a guy, okay? And you think that this because it's Empress, it's female, whatever. This is only the energy. So it's like you're grounded, you're nurturing, you're you're connected. You like to be connected to people or other energies. You have a very you have a very unique way of you have a very unique way of dealing with people and handling situations. You're relaxed. So that could be for a boy or a girl, right? Or a man or a woman. So yes, I think that the something's going to come up about an adoption. So, and the choices, the adoption, and then there's going to be a biological pregnancy coming in, and you're going to be presented with the choice to still take the adoption or to leave it behind. And what the choice that I'm seeing here, you've got lots of family support here. This tower moment, I feel like this is people aren't happy with your choices, so you're going to have to let them go. But I also am also hearing that this the two children is going to change your life entirely, turn your life totally upside down. But I'm also seeing that that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. Wow. What a nice reading. It was a nice reading. So basically, your message here is quite simple. You've got you're going to have two children on the way, one biologically and one from an adoption that you've initiated. Choice is going to have to be made. You're going to make the correct choice for your family and for the child. There's going to be a celebration. There's going to be an acknowledgement of this decision, and then there's going to be celebrations. So I'm seeing 2 3 of cups here. I'm also seeing this butterfly evolving into the nesting phase or the nest phase and meeting someone new. So for me, this is I'm predicting or I'm guessing, I guess, that you're going to take on both children. You're going to take on your own, but you're going to also take on the adopted child. Just be mindful of how you're treating them. Make sure you treat them the same. Yes, that's the message for today. And again, this is the 420 Lounge, and I hope you have enjoyed yourself here. The message resonates. Go ahead and pass that puff and give me a like. Also, keep me in the vibe, subscribe. All right, I heard that on another channel and I thought it was cute. And we'll see you again shortly. I will be off for a couple of days, but I'll be back on Monday. I'm going to try and actually do a couple of readings out in the wilderness over the weekend. We'll see how the weather holds up for that. But anyway, stay tuned. Namaste.